Hey, what is up, fellow critics? Today I'm going to give you my review of The Assent. It is a horror movie written and directed by Pearry Reginald Teo, and it stars Robert Kazinsky and Peter Jason. Make sure you guys stick to the end of the video. I will be giving my little bit of spoiler talk, so I won't mess it up for people who have not seen it. The Assent is about a single father who has been down on his luck after an accident with his wife, and he feels like he's being haunted, and he also thinks his son has been possessed. Yes, possessed. So this is probably our first exorcist type movie of the new year. So story wise, it's really kind of rushed. It seems like I kind of walked in the theater a little bit late. Like I walked in the movie there like 15-20 minutes late, and I walked in and I'm seeing the movie, and I have no idea what's going on. It pretty much starts that way. I'm thinking like, okay, there's gonna give me some backstory to fill what's going on that I miss, but there's not much to that. And I think a lot of problems, it's no kind of build up. It like just starts in, you're being haunted, there's creepy guys all over the place, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Where's the build up? If you think you're being haunted, if you think your son is being possessed, show this really cool build up to it. It's crazy how many times I say this, but you need to build up things. Like, I did not care about these characters because we just got thrown right into the story. Whatever much story it was, we were thrown into it, and didn't really care much about these characters. I think a lot of it was rushed with the story, and then also there were times where the story just didn't go anywhere. They definitely do try to do a little bit things different with the old Possession movie, but some of it works. I like the fact that they have this conflict. If am I really seeing ghosts, or it's just all in my head? I really love the fact that horror movies do that. It's not always just, hey, it's ghosts, I'm being haunted. But, sometimes people can just be crazy and just seeing stuff, There's a priest in this movie played by Peter Jason, and I did not like him. It seemed like when he talked, he was just like almost like talking for the trailer. He had just filled with one-liners, and if you just listen to his dialogue, it's like, dude, who are you talking to? Like, why are you talking this way? You can't use all your lines for the trailer. It's a horror movie, so did I find it scary? Alright, so there's some good things going on and some bad things going on. At first, it's some part creepy. I think they had a lot of good creepy parts to it. I think there were some points where they just tried to be overly creepy, if you can do that. A lot of it was trying to force itself onto you, and it just didn't work. I think when you try to be creepy, it has to be subtle. I think all the subtle things they did actually worked. There was a lot of jump scares in this. I think maybe one or two actually worked. All the rest were not really good. There was a couple false jump scares, which I hate. Maybe get one good false jump scare. I think that's it, minimal. The rest I was not feeling. The character played by Robert Kazinsky is like making all these really cool sculptures, and they look awesome, and pretty much all of them except for that cat one. But all throughout the house, he's taking all these sculptures and he's putting it on the house. It looks really cool. Very creepy. I really like the sculptures. The actual ghosts or creatures looked awesome. I love the way they looked. There's one little shadow guy I wish they would use more of. I'd rather have him being the big bad, but the creature looked really cool. It was something straight out of Silent Hill. I think the director or the writer took a lot from Silent Hill. The way the characters looked, the creatures, they looked really cool though. So the movie's acting wasn't too bad. It was decent, except one big except: this kid, really bad. And this kid is supposed to be possessed, and kind of like, no, it just doesn't work because his acting is so bad. There's parts where we're supposed to this kid is talking to ghosts, or all this, the same old kid talking to ghost scenes, and it doesn't really work. It's not well, because this kid's acting is just not good. It seems like he's even cracking smiles throughout the movie, you can see, and it just doesn't work because this kid's acting not so good. So overall, The Ascent had a lot of good things going, but I think all the bad kind of outweighed all the good. I think the creatures would look really cool. I think it was very creepy for the most part. Some parts are creepy, some parts are not. But I think that what really killed this movie was the story, the lack of build up for the story. It just rushed right into it. They kind of made a lot of bad choices when it comes to the possession. And then they decided to like give you this turn. I wouldn't even call it a twist. It's more of a turn, and it didn't go so well. I rather just had it kept like a straight on movie, without a twist, without any, crazy swerves, and just had it like that and just play itself out. But no, they tried to be a little bit different, and it just didn't work for me. So I'm going to give The Ascent a C. It could have been good, but they kind of dropped the ball. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought of The Ascent. If you've seen it, please leave your thoughts in the comments below and what grade you would give it. Also, guys, please stick around for spoilers. If not, I will catch you on the next video. Peace out. Alright, spoiler talk. So if you're going to have a kid being possessed in your movie, you have to show the exorcism. Like, for them not to show it, to put it behind a closed door and you just see little peeks, worst decision. Like, I understand if you didn't have the budget, you can still do it with no budget. Like, you don't have to have all the flying stuff. You just have the kids acting, which not good, but you have to show the possession. So this movie has a plot twist about the therapist, which I really didn't talk about in the review because it would kind of just give it away. But this therapist is, she supposedly, she's the demon or the devil, right? But here's the deal. You kind of know, because the way the therapist talked to this guy is like, what therapist would talk to this guy like this? She would lose her job, period. And then they gave the twist away way too early by one line. When he walks away from the office, the so-called office, from seeing the therapist, and then the son goes, "Hey, who are you talking to?" You blew it right there. You should have took that line out of the movie, because then it would have been a really good twist. We would have known about it. But as soon as you say, the kid says, "Hey, who are you talking to?" it's obviously that person's not there. So another thing is that he's being possessed, and it's not his son. So they're actually going after him, and they made it seem like he possessed his son to go after him. And that would have been fine and good, but like I said, I would like to see more build up. I would love to see the fact that his wife died. I would love to see his wife in the movie. She died. Then a slow build up of him, slowly, going, at first he thinks he's going insane or he's depressed, and then the demon comes in. Another thing, they're using this little spider creepy looking thing, which is really cool, but I would love to see that freaking shadow demon that they showed earlier in the movie. I'd rather have that thing all over the place. That thing was super creepy. They should have used more of that instead of like this overuse of this spider thing and then the girl. So the ending, they had a decent ending with the guy finding out he was possessed, and he lost. Fine ending, not problem, no problem with that. But then 10 years later, and then they show his son, and then the son, I did not like that. They should just end it there. But the whole point with the ending with his son, and then have the little jump scare at the end. What year are we in? It's 2020. Why are you still using this jump scare ending like it's 2001? Stop it. Okay. Alright, that's it. See you guys later. Peace out.